there's
So,
something else that the FBI has in its possession, and that's files and stuff that are confidential. The back in right at the end of Trump's term, the last day he was there, January 19th, 2021, he was trying to declassify that binder of materials, the binder of documents that wound up going missing, right? And he
yes.
saw it.
By the way, it was recovered, but yes,
Okay, no, yeah, it was, and it's sent to it's now with, I think, with DOJ or FBI, but
it is.
it's not
Yeah,
with NARA. I know. So
yeah,
he had that briefly,
yeah.
and in the amount of time that they had it, he was able. And I got this from Christopher Wray's book. One of
No,
the things
Chris
that's in that
Steele. Chris Steele's.
Christopher Steele's book,
Different.
one of the things that's in the book, or is in that binder, were his notes from when he was being debriefed by the FBI about his sources in
Yeah.
Russia about the dossier. And
Yeah.
after Trump got a hold of that, two of his sources in Russia fell off the map and have been gone since then. And that was 4 years ago. They've not heard from them since. Now,
Right.
Pash Patel was a designated by Trump to take care of his records in, like, I think June 2022.
Yeah,
And the
he
only thing
changed
that
his,
he did
yeah.
was go after this binder. So another thing to your point, it'll be about raising money, is that they have a lot of stuff there that is valuable. So what happens to that? That's another, is that a big threat? Am I crazy to be worried about this?
Well, if we're going to talk about Kash Patel and files, let's not forget that Kash Patel assured all of us that he was in the room when Trump declassified all of the Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, that's
stuff.
right. He just thought about it. He talked about it, and therefore,
Yeah. All right. And by the way, all FBI employees take a polygraph before they get hired, and then every 5 years. So I'd love to see Kash polygraphed on whether he truly was in the room when Trump declassified everything. But let's move on. First day, Kash Patel's first day at the Hoover building, 7th floor. His admin, who Lord knows who that's going to be, says, "Sir, here's the cafeteria, your coffee. What can I do for you? I want all the files on Trump. Every file that mentions the word Trump, I want it on my desk." I guarantee you that's one of his main purposes or assignments from Trump. Tell me everything they were doing and who was doing it, and everybody that's under investigation that I would care about. That's number one. And I think he's gonna pick his own deputy director. By the way, we haven't talked about the further breaking of norms because we're so used to it, but the deputy director position runs the FBI every day, right? That's a career FBI agent, always career FBI agent. They're not going to do that. They're gonna first of all, they're gonna fire Chris Wray, who, by the way, hasn't finished his 10-year term.
Right.
Donald Trump will become the first president in history to fire 2 FBI directors. There's nothing wrong with Christopher Wray. You can like him, you can not like him, but you're supposed to fire the director only for gross misconduct. So we're going to have to gin something up. I suppose Christopher Wray's gross misconduct was going to Capitol Hill and saying that January 6th was an act of domestic terrorism. That's cardinal sin number one. So he'll get all the files, Greg, and he might expose them all, and maybe even put more people on his list, like the agents who simply are trying to work for a living. And that's a deep concern. I've got friends on that list of his that's in his book who have wives and kids, and they're less concerned about the legal side of this concern. Like, yeah, go ahead. I didn't do anything wrong criminally. You're going to make me get a lawyer. Okay, but good luck with a grand jury because I did nothing wrong. You know what they're more worried about is the parallel side of this, which is safety and security. Once you tell the MAGA faithful that this person is a traitor, this person was anti-Trump, this person's deep state, now you've got a safety and security issue, and it's going to get really bad for people, really bad.